Hi friends, I am Rejo. Today we are just plan to cover the topic Microsoft Intune Autopatch. So in the previous section we already discussed what's update, future update, quality update and Windows update rings. So this topic is the continuation of my previous topics. So what is the learning objective today we are plan to discussing Windows Autopatch concept and Windows Autopatch prerequisite and active Windows Autopatch features and use case demo. We will go for our learning objective. So first we will discuss about what is the concept of Autopatch. So here you can see you have the Microsoft Intune portals and you have one of the end user. So previous section we create the update rings and quality update and future update. The same concept here also. So you want to create the Windows update for automated process. So your end user device keep up to date. So how to we can do the Microsoft Intune introducing Windows Autopatch concept. So Windows Autopatch concept you can see here. You have Windows update, you have Microsoft Edge update, you have Office 365 business updates, and also Microsoft Team update. This all together coming in the one Windows update policy. So you can see here Windows update policy for the business policies. So this all update will be coming together and you can automate this update process and push in your end user device. You can see here the end user device. So Windows Autopatch is automated update process. So what is the Windows Autopatch? Autopatch that update process for Windows, Microsoft 365 apps for enterprise, Microsoft Edge and Microsoft Teams. So features of Windows Autopatch, automated update deployment. You can see here Windows Autopatch handle the deployment of quality update, future update, driver update, and update for Microsoft 365 apps, Edge and Team without a manual intervention from the IT administrator. And ring-based rollout support and devices are organized into rings groups for phased deployment. And you can also halt and roll back. Admin can post update deployment and scheduled deployment. Update can be scheduled for the specific time of the minimize the impact of the productivity. So this the more feature will be supported. This is the basic feature will be Windows Autopatch will be supported and keep device up to date latest window security patches. So we will go for the Windows Autopatch prerequisites. There are three prerequisite requirement for the Windows Autopatch process: licensing, Windows OS editions, and device. First, we will discuss for the licensing. There are Windows 10 and 11 enterprises E3 or E5 include Microsoft 365 F3, E3 or E5 licenses. And also Windows OS edition, Windows 11 Pro Education Enterprise Workstation editions, and Windows 11 IoT Enterprise editions, and Windows 10 Education Enterprises Pro Education and Workstation editions, and Windows 10 IoT Enterprises. So what is a device must be? Device must be corporate owned device. This will not support for the bring your own devices. And co-management scenario, Windows Update, device configuration, Office Rescue and App switched to over the Intune or Pilot Intune. If you are using co-management, your device should be managed from the Microsoft Intune, Windows Update, device configurations, Office Click to Run, all will be switched for the Microsoft Intune. And communication with your Microsoft Intune in the last 20 days, otherwise the device is not registered in the auto. So your device must be communicate sync with the Microsoft Intune portal the last 20 days, otherwise it will not be applicable for the Windows Autopatch features. And also physical and virtual device support for the Windows Autopatch, but they must serial number, model and manufacturer specified in the Intune for the device to be eligible. So now you understand what is the prerequisite need for the Windows Autopatch. We will discuss for the activate the Windows Autopatch feature. So how to we can activate the Windows Autopatch feature. So already we discussed the prerequisite. If your prerequisite will be okay, you can be activate Windows Autopatch features. So you go to tenant administrator, Windows Autopatch, activate the features. So you must be a global admin to permission to enable these services. And there are, after you update this Windows Autopatch, they will create for the automatic deployment rings and Windows Autopatch group. This will be manually you need to create for the Windows Autopatch groups, and also add and verify the admin contact for the Windows Autopatch. So this all will be discussed in the demo time. Next we will discuss for the add and verify the admin contact. So what is the purpose of add-on verification, you must provide the set of admin contact when you onboard with the in Windows Autopatch. This Windows Autopatch service engineer team contact to the individual for assistant you are supporting. Once you create for Windows Autopatch, you need to create for the admin contact us, because if you have any issue with coming Windows Autopatch, you need to create the supporting tickets. Then the Windows Autopatch service engineer will be contacted. Area of focus, there are two area of focuses. First one is devices and device registration, device health and updates. There are two area of focuses, device and updates. Update, they are Windows quality update and Windows future update and Microsoft 365 app for enterprise updates and my Edge for the updates and Microsoft Team for the update. So this of the area of we will focus on. So once you create the admin contact, you need to mention which area they will focus on. Next, we will discuss for the Windows Automate deployment rings. So once you create the Windows Autopatch, they will create for the automated deployment rings. There are modern workplace device Windows Autopatch test device and modern workplace device Windows Autopatch fast and boards. The test is deployment ring for testing service based on configuration. And first is production deployment ring, early adopter. And fast deployment ring is quick rollout for the adoption. And final deployment ring brought for the role and organization. So adding and importing device directly to these groups is not supported. Next one we discuss for the Windows Autopatch. Here the demo for the Windows Autopatch group. So what is a Windows Autopatch group? Is a logical container or unit. And group have several Microsoft intergroup software update policies such as update ring policy for Windows 10 and later and features update for the Windows 10 and later policy. So don't support for the one single deployment ring, at least two deployment ring of their gradually roll out. And by default, they have test and last deployment rings automatically present. And Autopatch group does not support for the user-based Microsoft intergroups. And one tenant can contain up to 15 Windows Autopatch groups, and each group can have 15 deployment rings. So very important, one tenant only support for the 15 Windows Autopatch group, and each Autopatch group support for the 15 deployment rings. So now we will discuss about the use case for the Windows Autopatch. So here you can see the diagram. They have one department, console department. Console have the department HR and finance. So we will create for the rings, Windows Autopatch group rings, then HR and finance. Then we will add the device on this group test. And after that we need to implement Windows update for business policy in this rings. So how to we can implement? Let's we will go for our Microsoft Intune portal. Then I will show for how to we can implement this. So now we reach our Microsoft Intune Admin Center. So first step, we need to activate our Windows Autopatch features. So before you go into activate Windows Autopatch feature, you need to check what is the license you are using. So I just go for my portal, Microsoft Azure. Then we just click the licenses. Click for my licenses. Then you can see all products. So currently I am using Microsoft 365 E3 trial version. So and Microsoft Entra ID V2. So this license will be support for the Windows Autopatch features. So now the prerequisite will be completed. After that you need to go for your Microsoft Intune portal. Then you need to click for the tenant administrator. Then activate for the Windows Autopatch features. Then after that you just go for the Windows Autopatch feature. If you have the license available, the prerequisite license is available, only you can show these options. If you have no license in your tenant administrator will not show the Autopatch features. So once you have the Autopatch feature is available, so just click the activate. So just click the feature activate. So here you can see read the Autopatch group. Use your existing Microsoft India group to glad to roll out the update across your tenant. You need to give the consent. Certain feature required to Windows Autopatch to able to monitor and act the information your tenant. We will create the modern workspace management. So read this one. So I just give the my consent there. So after you give the consent, you just give the activate. So now what happened? The Windows feature will be activate the Autopatch. Now the Windows Autopatch feature is activating. So we will just waiting for the little bit time. It take a little bit time to activate. So now you can see the your Windows Autopatch feature is successfully activated. So here you can see the option Windows Autopatch is finishing background tasks to complete the future activation. You can continue use the Windows Autopatch portal in the meantime. So now the future will be activating in the background process. So it take a little bit time. So now we need to go for our tenant administrator, check the Windows Autopatch feature is activated or no. Just go to tenant administrator. You can go for here. You can see here Windows Autopatch feature is activated. Autopatch group message, admin contact, support request, and tenant manager. So now you understand how to we can activate the Windows Autopatch feature. So we need to go over next step. Now we activate our Windows Autopatch features. So you can go for here. You can see here Windows Autopatch group, message, admin contact, support request, and tenant management. So first we need to create for our admin contact. Just click the admin contact. So you can see here we need to contact in your IT organization for device and update. We will contact these people any issue in your Windows Autopatch environment. So if you need to troubleshoot Windows Autopatch, you need to create for the if you need to create for the supporting ticket, the Windows Autopatch engine will be contact for the this user. So first we need to create for the add contact information with the first name, last name, email, and phone number, and which area this user will be focus on. You can put device or update. If you then you need to click the authorize approve for the changes. What means the person authorized to approve the changes recommended by the Windows Autopatch operations. So you need to give the authorization for this user, and also you can click this one, send me the email for the Windows update release and start. If any Windows update release will be coming, the user will be received for the update. So I just create one we need to enter our phone numbers. So I just enter the one dummy phone number. Then here you need to check what is the area you will focus. Is device or update. This user will be I will put for the area focus on update. Then preferred language English. Then authorized to approve for this is you need to add this person to be authorized to any changes. You can be click yes or otherwise click no. So currently I just go for no. Then this user will be get the Windows email for the Windows update and release status. So just I will click save. So now the admin contact we already added. To create the autopatch when the device will be the autopatch will be automatically generate the group. So we just go for our groups. Just go for the groups. So here you can go for the security groups. So here you can see this all group will be automatically generated for the Windows Autopatch. You can see modern workplace visual machines, modern workplace device Windows Autopatch board, modern workplace Windows Fast, and modern workplace Windows Autopatch Fast, and modern workplace device Windows Autopatch Test, and Windows Autopatch device. This group will be automatically created. You cannot edit or change for this group. It will be affect for the Windows Autopatch, and also you cannot add the device on this group automatically. So just we will go for again our tenant administrator. Then after that we will create for the Windows Autopatch group. So just to click the Autopatch group. The previous section I create one Autopatch group. So this section we will create for one of the new Autopatch group. You can just click create. Then after that here you need to enter the Autopatch group name. I will put Condoso Finance. Sorry, Condoso Department. This Autopatch group for Condoso Department. Okay. After that just a deployment. So previously we discussed about the deployment rings. So once you create the Autopatch group, the deployment will be generated for the test and last. This will be automatically generated for the deployment groups. So here you can see there are two deployment method, one for the dynamic group distribution, and you can also give the assignment group. So we will go for discussing for the stand last rings and the dynamic and assigned distribution for the Autopatch group. So just I will go for again my PowerShell. So here you can see the auto patch group deployment rings. So deployment rings support software update deployment, sequential delivery and gradually roll out within the auto patch groups. So two type of deployment ring, one for dynamic group distribution and another one is the assigned group distribution. So dynamic group distribution means one or more device based Microsoft Intune group, either dynamic query based or assigned. You can add from the assigned group or dynamic device based group. You can add in the dynamic group distribution and distribute device across several deployment ring based on the percentage values this customize. So how to they will distribute the devices in the different ring, they will use for the percentage wise calculations. So it not applicable for the test and last deployment ring. This will not be applied for the test and last deployment rings. And next we will discuss for the assigned group distribution. So one single device based Microsoft Intune group, either dynamic query based or assigned. So single based Microsoft Intune group only support for the assigned group, but dynamic distribution group you can add the different groups, and also you can give the distributed level of the assignment. It's like calculate from the percentage basis. So next we discuss for the test and last deployment rings. Both the test and last deployment ring are default deployment ring autopatch group, and both the test and last deployment ring cannot remove or rename from the autopatch group. So you cannot, this is default ring. Once you create the autopatch group, they will create for the default group for the test and last. And test and last deployment ring only support one single Microsoft Intune. This is assigned distribution group. They will not support for dynamic group distributions, and only for the Microsoft Intune group. If you don't add more deployment ring, example ring 1, ring 2, you don't add. So what happened? The test deployment ring can be used as a pilot deployment, and last can be used as a production deployment ring. Understand what is a test and last deployment ring, and also you need to understand the group distribution. So just I will go to again our demo, then we can explain this concept in there. Now we understand test and last. Test and last only support for the assigned group and is not support for the dynamic group distribution. So here we can go for add our groups. So we can add the dynamic distribution group. You can just click add group. I just select it for demo purpose, then select it. So here you can dynamic group distribution percentage up to 0%. So you need to add the dynamic group distribution. So currently here you can see the console depart test and last not support for the dynamic group distribution. So we need to add the deployment. Just I will create for the deployment ring 1. So then after that you can see here I will create another deployment ring also. So two deployment ring I created. So ring distribution must be greater than 0 ring. So here you can see you can see here next Windows update ring is not available because you needed to distribute your percentage. So I just give you ring 1 I will put for the 10 and ring 2 I will put for the 90. So now you can see next deployment Windows update setting will be available. So this is the way to add the dynamic group distribution. And I just close this one. Then we will add for the assigned group distribution. How to we can add the assigned? You can see again come the error. So I just go for edit, then remove the dynamic distribution group. Part test you can add here your Microsoft Intune group. Just click here, add the group. Then you can add the Intune device test, and here you can add the group all company. But you cannot add the multiple group in the same group distributions. So now you understand how to we can add the deployment ring in the both the dynamic group distribution and same group distribution. So I just go for here. Then I just remove that groups. Now the group will be removed. Add deployment ring. So I just create two deployment. Just create two groups. Then I will add for the deployment this group. So just I will create two groups. So we just add for the group name finance. So only for the membership type dynamic device user membership not support for the Windows Autopatch group. So this is finance devices. So after that, then after that you can see membership type. So membership type, you can only use dynamic device and assign membership. The user will not support for the Windows. So I just click assign, then create. So once, and also I need another group also. I just go for the same. Then I will put it here. Then after that I just go for assign. So two group I create. So after that I just go for add this group of these rings. First one HR I will select. The Microsoft Intune Finance Department has no device. Okay. Currently we don't have any devices. No problem. Then I will add for the HR device. So there are two device ring group I add. Microsoft Intra Security group I add. One for the Microsoft Finance device group and one for the HR device group. Then after that I will click for the next Windows update rings. So here you can see the Windows update rings. So you can edit for the Windows updates. How to we can edit? So here you can see the cadence type. So what is the cadence type? We will discuss for in the PowerPoint. So you can easily understand for the Windows update settings. So this one is a customize Windows update settings and customize Windows update deployment schedule for each deploy rings as per the organization need. So you can organize for your update for the rings. So here you can see there are deployment cadence. So deployment cadence you can edit the configuration. So deployment ring level, there are two type of cadence available. One for the deadline driven. So what is the deadline driven? You control the customize and different deadline and grace period specific business need and organization requirement. So you can provide for the whatever the specification business need for the, and you have get the control of the your cadence. And each deployment ring can be scheduled independent or no dependency that previous deployment ring. So once you create the one deployment ring, that deployment ring no depends on the another deployment ring. So you can put what is the different period, what is the update, quality update period, and everything whatever you want to you can control. But this rings not depends on each other. So cadence not able to change for the ring during the ongoing updates. When you finish your cadence update, so after you implement for update, the ongoing update time you cannot change the cadence type. So next one schedule install. The next cadence type is schedule install. So minimize the distribution preventing forced restart. This will not specific for the forced restart for your devices and device only update or restart according to the time specified. And schedule install cadence have two options, active hours and schedule install and restart. So now you understand what is the cadence type is available. So we will go for our demo, then we can easily understand. So you just click three dots. So you can see here manage deployment cadence. So here you can see for the manage deployment cadence there are two type, deadline driven and schedule installation. So deadline driven means you already discusses. You can put the defer period, deadline period and grace periods. And schedule installation you can see you can put the defer period and install and reinstall, schedule install and restart and set active hours. You can set the settings. So currently I just go for the deadline driven. So already there. So after that after you need to update anything, just click save. Okay. So I just close it. So I just go for the deadline driven update. So here you can see defer period of your update and also deadline of your update, and also you can see the grace period. Defer period, once the update will be coming, how many days you want to defer that update install. Deadline means within after the defer period finish, within 2 days you need to install this application. So grace period after the installation, if you need to restart within the 2 days, you need to restart the grace period. You give the device to the grace period. So after that, you need to driver update. If you want to update your driver update, also you can click allow, also disable. So currently I just go for allow. So you can update for your driver. It's like automatic or you can select for the manual. So currently and also you can put your different period. Currently I just go for the automatic. If you go for manual, you need to the defer period is not applicable. Currently I just go for the manual. As per recommendation, Microsoft they will put for the automatic. So just I will go for review and create. So here you can see deployment ring will be created. Deployment ring for distributions, the Windows update settings and driver update settings, and all the review you can see here after you create the Windows Autopatch. Then after that click create. So now the Autopatch group will be created. So here your group console department is created. So just go for the tenant administrator again. You go for the Windows Autopatch group. Here you can see your console department Autopatch group is created. And you can see policy is healthy. Currently there are no device registered, so we need to add our two devices for the this group. So how to we can just go for my devices. Then here you can see we have two devices MDM control. So I just add this device for the different groups. So just I will go for again the groups. We will go for our security groups. And we will go for our group PVFA finance device. So just click. I will add the member of this. Currently there are no members, so I just add a member. Click device. So first goes in the finance, then save, refresh. Okay. Then I will close this one. Then HR department I will go. Then member, add a member. I will just add the device for this one. Select. Then refresh. Okay. So now the two group we will add it already. So again we just go for the tenant administrator. We will check the device. Just I will go for auto patch groups, then console department. See now about approximate device count is 1 and approximate device count is 1 also. So we add the two devices. So once you complete the Windows auto patch group, you just go for the devices. Then you can go for here Windows update. So here you can see your update rings. You can go for here. You can go for your update rings. You can see here's the console department. There are the Windows Auto Patch update ring. See here Windows Update test, Windows Update department ring, and Windows Update department ring 2, and Windows Update department last. So this one now you created for the console department Windows. It take a little bit time to complete the running. So currently status is running. So next we need to go for the feature update. So how to we can do the feature update. So here you can see the feature updates. So once you create for the Windows Autopatch group, Windows Autopatch global DSS policy will be implemented. So what is the Windows global DSS policy means? This will be checked for the your outdated devices. If you have using like a Windows 10 version 2000, this will be only support for the in the 2025 mid of this year. So this policy will be create automatically, and this will be implemented for your all the groups for the Windows Auto Patch. So just go for the property. You can see here. You can see include the group of automatic console department ring 1, console department ring 2, console department test, and the previous I create for the test. This will be automatically implemented for the your auto patch group. So now you can see here the quality update, and also you can create for the autopatch multi-phase. So how to we can create the autopatch multi-phase? You just click create autopatch multi-phase groups. So you can put console multi-phase, and you can give the target version. So which version you want to update? You can see before Windows 10 version automatically DS policy is created. So also you can apply for the any Windows current Windows version job. So I can update for this one in the Windows 11 version 22 or Windows. So I just go for demo purpose Windows 13 for this one, and they make available user as a required update and make available user as an optional update. You can provide whatever you want. Then after that, next auto patch groups. So here you can see you have two groups available, one for test group auto patch and the previous section I create. This one console department currently I create. So choose that one and next phase. Then here you can see the phase automatically created. So first phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4. The phase 4 is console department test, and phase 2 is console department 2, and phase 3 is console. There are 4 rings available, so that's why the 4 phase will be created. Also you can edit these phases. You can be add for different, you can change this one to ring 1, and you can update for this also. So release are sequentially deployed across autopatch group. By default, Windows Autopatch pre-populate each phase within the release with the autopatch group and deploy ring for you review autopatch group, and its deployment ring will be included for the phase of this release. So release phase they automatically create for the whatever the phase ring Windows Autopatch available, they will create for the release phases. Then next schedule. So you can release schedules. You can update for your how to we can implement for the this release for in the each phases. There are three options: as soon as possible, specific date, and grad. If you click as soon as possible, the first group, last group, device between the group are not available. So on the specific date, you can mention here what is the first group available, which specific date you need, and gradually means they will gradually update for the different groups. They will divide the groups and they will update for that groups. So currently I just go for the gradually. Then after that, review and create. So now you apply for the first group availability 127. Also you can edit for this one. Currently I just go for the default. Then I will create. Now you update for your future update in the Windows Autopatch group multi phases. Windows 11 23H you already implement for the schedule for the your update. So you can see the schedule status is deployment. So now we know how to we can implement for the multi-phase Windows future update deployment. And also you can go for the quality update. So here is the quality update, Windows exit update and explicit policies. So we already discussed before that policies. And driver update, automatically you created that one. So you can see here Windows driver update is automatically here when the Autopatch group is created. Then you can monitor your Autopatch device and everything from here. So now I will just go for again tenant administrator. Then after that you just Autopatch group, just click the Autopatch groups. Then here console department, this is your console department, and you can go for the update settings here. So explicit quality update and edge Windows update. So you need to add the block or allow. You can option, you need to explicit your update. Windows Autopatch will continuously evaluate threat and vulnerability information of each new version, Windows quality update, and determine the critical security Windows quality update. So explicit update, you know already the quality update every month, first second week of Tuesday the Windows will be provided. So explicit update, if you any critical vulnerability coming, Windows will be remaining update for the same month for the update patches. So you need to allow. If you block, they will not be give the update policy. So if once you click update, it will be allow, and edge update also you need to click allow. So currently updating for the setting will be enabled this time. So currently the setting will be updated. So these options you need to allow. Then automatically patching your devices, Microsoft 365 apps, it's like a team and everything, and Microsoft Edge and explicit automatic patch from the Windows side. If you not allow this one, this will be block automatic. After that you just go for auto patch groups. So currently we update for the health. So once you update, that will be coming from the health. So now you understand what is the auto patch group, how to we can implement the auto patch group in the Windows tenant administration. So after that, if you have any tenant management problem, so just click the tenant management. So here you can see if you have any phase your configuration change, complete section will be work well. So if you have any changes will be coming for the your tenant admins, it will be display here. It's like a server and security status. Sometimes is deactivate, sometimes is activate, sometimes you will get the critical errors. So you need to rectify that error and update this one tenant actions. So now you understand how to we can implement the Windows auto patch group. If any auto patch issues, you can create the supporting request. Just click the supporting request. Then after that you enter the supporting, choose the what is update problems. Then you can choose the problem. So then you can create the supporting request for the Windows auto patch engineers. So now I just go for wind up my topic. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and support me. Thank you so much.